Welcome back to the show. Crash and Eddie here. This is Eddie. Crash, what's going on, my friend? You are my golden child today.
Yeah, here's Eddie, everybody.
Crash,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
just
good.
gold. You're like a piece of
Yeah,
gold, bro.
yeah, you're my silver friend.
Well, that's better than bronze, my friend.
Yeah, copper.
Copper. So today's show is all about commodities.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about Bitcoin and blockchain,
Just
proof
Bitcoin,
of
that's the
work,
only commodity.
proof of work, proof of work. I think that if Bitcoin is going to be considered a commodity, so do all of the forks off of Bitcoin, which would be Monero, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin
Diamond.
SV, Diamond. Yep.
Do you
Yep.
have any diamond, Crash? That's what I want to know.
I don't. I don't have it. I don't have any of the forks. Well, I do. I have, a little bit of one, but yeah. Bitcoin's the only one that really matters.
Right. Bitcoin. So today, people, we are going to talk a little bit about. I just thought it was interesting, and I'm dragging Crash in for this. This 12.8 trillion found in gold deposits discovered in Uganda just a few days ago. So it says Uganda's president Yoweri Museveni, sure I murdered that one, but actually that looks pretty good. Recently announced the find in a speech at the UN General Assembly. This discovery
Hmm.
has the potential to completely redefine everything in the global economy, from the balance of geopolitical power to the foundation upon which the world's monetary system is built. Think about it. There's a total of 2.07 trillion US dollars in existence. Uganda's find is more than 6 times the amount of the dollars in the world. However, this discovery takes place within the context of a few serious hurdles. Uganda has a major outstanding loans to China, i.e., they own Uganda basically. The U.S., but I think
Hmm.
that's only a couple trillion. The U.S. has sanctioned Uganda. Much of the latter's conflict gold, quote unquote, is alleged to be a major source of funding for current conflicts in the Congo. Regardless, might this 13 trillion fine transform Uganda into the wealthiest nation in the world? How might China play this into the monetary system? Might this mark the emergency of rapid escape of the U.S. dollar hegemony? So, it's significant. There's no way you can just brush over this, I think.
Well, how did they discover it?
I don't know. Someone was
How
digging
was
in their backyard and they've pulled up a gold nugget.
Well, how do they know that the vein doesn't end 20 feet down the road?
Sonar, my friend.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
No, they have ways of measuring it. So, and I'm sure it'll be verified. And it's one thing having it, it's another thing getting it out of the ground.
Hmm.
And then I know
Well, I
they
mean,
owe China like a couple trillion. So,
well, they could dig up that gold and give it to pay that debt off.
I mean, it does change a lot. And you've heard about Africa too being, the continent where there's
Uh-huh.
going to be a lot of growth over the next, few decades.
Yeah, I think that's probably true.
This goes a long way towards that, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So, but my thing is too, and we talked about this a little bit off the air, is you look at versus a Bitcoin or any finite crypto, not like Dogecoin where there's an unlimited supply, but anyone where it's a capped supply
Hmm.
versus gold. And it really shows that, hey, one thing really is a cap supply, the other thing really isn't.
Yeah, I know. I like to believe that, but don't know. It's I love cryptocurrency. I think it's amazing, but you know, a strategic launch of I don't know, a couple hundred EMPs around the globe wipes out everything. Everything digital, everything computers, everything that's got a microchip in it, gone.
I feel like
So it's not that yeah, and everybody's argument. I hear this all the time. Well, if that happens, then that's the least of your worries is what happens to your crypto. But
that's true.
I'm just saying that is true, but at the same time, nothing is foolproof.
Right. I look at that scenario, two things here, 2 points I want to make. I look at that scenario as big deal. The network goes down, it's going to come back up, and then you're going to have your crypto. So that's how I look at that. And then,
Yeah, maybe.
secondly, I feel like this is Crash's point of view with Bitcoin at 19,000. If Bitcoin's
Hmm.
100,000, you're just smiling and having a good old time, man.
Yeah, I am, but I'm also realistic, and I know that it's it could be it's not foolproof. Nothing's foolproof.
That's true. That's why you're diversified. I mean, you have to be,
Well,
right?
that's where the gold comes into the picture. You know,
Right.
if something like that happens, there's still going to be countries and corporations that have gold in their safes are still going to have a form of value left where it could be decades before the value in crypto is recovered, if at all, if not stolen in the meantime.
Right. Yeah, and something has value if two people agree it does, right?
Right, exactly. Hmm.
I mean, it
I
could be
agree
a
with that.
shell, it could be whatever. Gold has a certain value,
Hmm.
and just because now they've doubled the amount of it, supposedly, let's say they did, that doesn't mean that it's worth half as less. I mean, the US dollar has proven that. We've printed the hell out of it in the last year, and it's actually gone up in value against other things. Yeah, we have
Yeah, it's.
inflation, but compared to other currencies, it's killing them.
Hmm.
So it does come
Well,
back to utility.
is it killing the other currencies, or are the other currencies just collapsing faster?
Well, they're collapsing versus the dollar, but it all comes back to utility. And that's why I am a utility maxi with cryptos too. And gold has utility, and people assign it a certain value, just like the dollar. People
Hmm.
over, you go to Cuba, and guess what? That dollar's coveted, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because it's a world reserve currency and it can be used anywhere.
Yeah. And it is used. That's the thing. It is
Hmm.
used, right? It's
Hmm.
used on
Yeah.
swaps and every single. It's just so
Hmm.
used.
Hmm.
This is where Bitcoin scares me because the utility of Bitcoin scares the living bejeebus out of me.
Hmm.
It's a store of value, and they've tried to make it a currency. It's kind of flopped in El Salvador as that. I don't know. And you see these other currencies now coming up where governments, they're still in this game. I mean, decades down the road, fiat could be a thing of the past. Literally, it could be.
Hmm.
But it's not going to be anytime soon if it is.
Yeah.
Which means they're running this show. And if they say Bitcoin's going to be capped, and I think because they've let it in as a commodity, it's traded on the SIBO or the CME.
Hmm.
Um, it's it's here to stay. It's
Well,
just
the thing with
just like gold. Are they going to cap
my
it?
yeah. Yeah. I mean, my opinion on Bitcoin, and I think you're correct me if I'm wrong, but is your argument that it's not very good for smaller transactions because of the time it takes and things like that.
And the manipulation that can be held. Just the value of it. I mean, it is controlled by China. I mean, more and more that comes out. There's some pretty compelling evidence that from some big players, it's just come out in the last few days. We got to hit Twitter more, man. But that it's very controlled by China. They don't let their citizens buy or sell it, but they have over the half of the hash power, period.
The mining power, though, they're not that. They went to 0, and now they're back up to maybe 16 or 20%.
Man, there's some heavy hitters that are saying they're over half. I don't know what to believe. I mean, that's part of the issue here.
Yeah.
But it's here. I in my opinion, and again, no financial advice, people. We don't do that on this. It's for educational purposes only. But in my opinion, and I know in yours too, I can speak for you, it's here to stay. It's here to stay, right? You believe that.
Cryptocurrency or Bitcoin?
Both, but I'm talking about Bitcoin specifically.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it's here to stay. I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Better not.
Well, and I think like everything that has value, they manipulate it. These commodities, whether it's oil, whether it's gold, the price of gold, I find it hard to believe Bitcoin, they're not going to manipulate the price. So I think they're packing their bags, weeding out the weak hands right now. Man, the record of Michael Saylor at buying at a top and then Bitcoin goes down. It's like 100% from what I'm hearing. And he just bought it at a little over 20. Boom, 19.
Wow.
So, but a lot of people.
There's a lot of fear, and I even feel it, and I get sucked into the fear sometimes. But I believe it's going to be extremely valuable as time goes by.
I do too. It's finding a bottom. We don't know where that's going to be. Is it going to be 15? Is it going to be 10? Is it going to be the 17 it hit? You know,
and there's a lot of other things involved here that are not even having to do with the Bitcoin as a utility or its store of value. It's being very much manipulated just by the entire macro economy of the world. There's a lot going on right now that's preventing people from investing.
Right. But it is doing its job. Bitcoin it's doing its job, and I feel like it's doing it better than gold. I mean, because you see the printing come to an end briefly, and again, this is my opinion, but a lot of really smart people are saying this, and that's why I believe it. They can only stop it for a brief period of time. So Bitcoin settles down. But the reality is they're going to be printing forever while we're on this system. And probably when we go to the new system too, they're going to with CBDCs. So what is Bitcoin going to do when the printing goes? Bitcoin's going to go. So it's going to go up in value. There's a reason it's not going up in value. We know why right now, So I don't know where the bottom is, but I thank God for these opportunities for the normal people that have an opportunity to take advantage of this financial system that's right in front of your face. All you have to do is dig in a little bit, do some work,
and start DCAing right into Bitcoin or whatever, and it could change your family and your generations of your family.
Yeah, you have to be doing it. I did not think we'd get another chance at these levels. I'm shocked.
I didn't think so either.
And I think most this year is going to be this. I think it's fine about. My thing is, I don't think they can raise rates much more, and they're going to have to reverse course, and then stuff goes. Bye. There's your opportunity. Now you're buying at more normal levels.
Mm-hmm.
So,
dollar cost average, folks.
DCA says Crash, no financial advice. Be diversified.
That's just the fundamentals of investing. That's nothing to do with investment advice. It's just dollar
Right.
cost average. Put a little bit in every week or every 2 weeks or every month and invest it however you are comfortable.
Right. Because no one, picking tops and bottoms is a fool's game. You can't do it. So if you get to do it, great. Count yourself as lucky. But Crash, let's take a look at some that are interesting to you. What are you seeing in the markets that are kind of like, wow, what a deal?
Well, what a
What
deal. I
isn't
don't
a
know if I'm
deal
fine.
right
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what isn't a deal, right? But what I keep looking at is I'm pulling um, 24 and 24-hour and 7-day numbers. And I'm
Okay.
really impressed with some of the coins that are on the XRPL that are just infant projects, but the money that's flowing into them and the percentages. Um,
Okay, and
for
we're gonna
example,
we're gonna do another show on the XRPL coming up, people. So stay tuned for
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
but you know,
yeah, yeah. That we got a lot to say about that. That is, man. There's just there's a lot.
like the love. I gotta bring it up. The love coin network.
What is
It's
that symbol?
LOVE.
Well, shocker there. Love coin.
Yeah, 7
Oh,
days up 108%.
I see that. Okay. Crash, you're seeing my screen real time, right?
I am, but I'm looking at my screen.
Okay. Just to make sure we got no technical difficulties here, people. Though they're rare, but they do happen once in a while on this
Yeah,
show.
I'm looking at what you're looking at there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is Lovecoin. This is on the XRPL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Why does it say market cap nil, volume one? This is, see that's because this is on
It's
Livecoin
very,
Watch.
yeah, it's very infinite.
Yeah, but it's got more than one traded. It's going nuts probably on the XRPL. This isn't picking up the
Yeah,
XRPL, right?
I
Livecoin
guess not.
Watch?
No,
No.
I don't know. I didn't look at that page.
Yeah, that's interesting. Total supply. There's only 1 billion of them too, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. All-time high of 0.003. Man, it's to me though, it's so hard to look at this crap compared to these other
Yeah,
ones.
we just went down the rabbit hole on that one. Sorry about
Yeah.
that, folks.
But
Yeah.
anyways, Gala's at like 5.2. That's near and dear to our heart. Zilliqua is
Yeah.
0.037. Engine coin, remember that? 0.48.
Mm-hmm.
What's some other basic attention's held up really? Wow. I'm actually that's at 36.7. I'm
Yeah, that's a
shocked at
lot of utility there.
I guess. IOTA seems. What do you? We gotta talk
I
about
don't know
IOTA
anything
at
about
some
that one.
point, huh?
I don't pay any attention to that.
Yeah, but man, it's out there quite a bit. A lot of people seem to. I wonder if it's one of the.
I think Gala is going to be just a tremendous coin going forward. I was reading their Gala music website today. Wow, amazing.
Gala Music dot Gala dot Music, is it? Did it
Yeah,
talk about the Gala Music token or Gala?
just no, not the no. It's their website.
Yeah.
It's well, a second. Yeah,
Ready.
it's music.gala.world.
Right. All right, people, we're going down the rabbit hole just for a minute. What are you seeing that piqued your interest?
I thought you wanted to talk about gold today.
I know it. All right, well, I'm done with the gold. Those are my thoughts. It's just interesting that all of a sudden the amount of gold in the world doubled. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Maybe that's, yeah, who knows what's
that's
behind
the
that.
thing, and that's what Bitcoin maxis say too. It's part of the deal is the proof of work makes it valuable, and that gold in the ground, it has value, but it really has its value once it's out of the ground, right?
Oh, yeah. What's the economic energy used to get that gold out of the ground and shipped all over the world?
Right.
Talk about, talk about green.
Yeah, no kidding.
Gold is absolutely not green.
Hey, this website's changed a little bit. All right. What do you like? What are you thinking piqued
Well,
your interest, man?
right. Go back up a little bit, right here, where you got these four squares, where it talks about. Whoop, nope, you went too far.
Mm.
Keep going,
Mm.
please. Nodes, artists, just the whole model, the whole business model is fascinating.
Yeah, it
If you
is.
can find, I think there's a roadmap button at the top.
You know what's fascinating too is, man, we're losing data fast, Chris. We got to end this show. Is launching any kind of token in this atmosphere, like Flare is gonna do, Gala's gonna supposedly launch numerous ones, their games and the music token. It's a brutal atmosphere to do that, but
It is, but it might be perfect.
it could. I mean, it's like a lot of stuff grows during these really negative times. I'm
Hmm.
struggling to get the roadmap. Oh, here it is, right? No, these are frequently asked questions.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's hit
But I
this.
I encourage people to review that site. It's pretty amazing what they're doing.
Music.gala.world. We'll link this in the description below too, you guys. You guys are golden dust. That's all I want to say. Drop a like, a
Yeah,
subscribe, a comment.
yeah. Thank you for all the followers. Unbelievable the growth we've seen. It's kind of like how gold has expanded in the last.
We're pushing on a
We
trillion,
can kind
people.
of we can equate our subscriber growth to the increase in gold supply across the world.
We're getting there, people. You guys better start subbing in or we go. That's all I can say. Crash is getting way too frustrated, especially in a down market. This is when it's hard to do, when stuff's such a bummer.
Oh, it's really, yeah, it's like reverse therapy.
this is this is how we prove our love for you, people. Don't forget it. All right, have a good day. We will talk to you guys real soon.
Live in the present.
We out. All right, Crash. We got a white
And
screen,
come
man.
on.
This is scaring me with is
Yeah, I
this
think we need to we need to stick to the white paper on how we're going to grow this show.
yeah, right, exactly.
We're not following our white paper.
Right. You know what though? We're coming up on 100 shows, Crash, since the beginning.
So we're getting like one subscriber every other show.
Yes. At this point, that's what we're doing, baby.
Yeah, let's see if we can get two. See if we can get one per show going.
It reminds me of Mount Westmore bad MFs, dude.
Yeah, bad mothers. Bad mama.
Bad mothers and fathers, I think that stands for.
Uh-huh.
So, all right.
Bad microfibers.